Hi students, in this class we are going to see convection. But in our 11th and 12th syllabus, convection was not so much stressed. When you go for higher studies in heat transfer, so this convection part very extensively discussed in engineering classes. So in this class, so what exactly convection? Convection happens in liquids and gases also. Liquids and gases, the convection happens basically. And if you see, the water is getting heated from bottom and then it is mixing, intermixing is happening. So this intermixing happens because of density difference or because of some external agent is mixing. Instead of naturally, if I keep an agitator, so if I start mixing it, then what happens in automatically everywhere temperature will be distributed. To distribute the temperature, so there is a movement of gas molecules unlike the solids. See, solids I discussed in the starting of vibrations happen. Because of vibration they transfer kinetic energy to the next molecule so that the temperature will rise. Okay, but here in this case completely the movement is more compared to solids. So that's this way of transferring the heat is called convection. So the convection basically doesn't have only one formula. It has many variations in formula, but in this part heat transfer H is equal to H in A into delta T. This H is called coefficient of heat transfer. In liquids and gases, whenever you see coefficient of heat transfer in solid gases, that is H, gases and liquids. So thermal conductivity also will be there, that is K. Okay, K is the thermal conductivity. So thermal conductivity for liquids is very less, liquids and gases is very less, and H is a coefficient of heat transfer, and this capital H is joules per second, is nothing but watt. Where area, see here heat is given to the bottommost place, area, so that's what area A is given. And delta T is nothing but change in temperature, how much change in temperature we needed. So from T0 to T, the temperature because of mixing it happens. So, and there are two types of convections: natural convection and forced convection. Natural convection, I will say an example. So just heat a rod, heat the rod and just keep in the atmosphere for some time. Okay, naturally, don't keep any fan. Naturally, you just try to cool it. What happens now? The air which is very near to the rod gets heated. So because of getting heated, their density becomes reduced. Air particles density reduces. So this light particle goes upwards. Heavy air particles comes down. Okay. So after getting heated up, they go up, and heavy and which has less temperature, the air particles comes down. So this process continues, and because of this way the heat of the rod is reduced. Okay, so there is nothing too much note down, just to understand convection. What is the convection happens? How the convection happens now? Because of variation in density or intermixing of gas or water, intermixing of particles due to temperature, due to change in density, which varies with temperature. Okay, so this is what a natural convection is. Forced convection, you just keep a rod and turn on a blower. Blower means like a fan. On the fan. Now what happens? Because the fan is subjected, the air is subjected on the rod, it tries to cools down earlier than the natural convection. Here this type of convection is called forced convection. We are forcing the external molecules to move aside, and we are introducing every time new light very less temperature particles on the surface, so that heat will be carried out. So this is what the forced convection is. So simple introduction, no numericals in this. Next part we'll see thermodynamics, sorry, radiation. Thank you.